Welcome to the Body Scan Meditation. I am Jessica Kronowski, CEO and founder of Pure Life Therapy. The purpose of the Body Scan Meditation is to have an awareness in every body part as you are being guided. During the Body Scan Meditation, it is preferred that you're lying down, but you can also be sitting up or in astronaut pose where you have your knees propped up with pillows. If perhaps you are struggling through the meditation, you could even try standing up and see if that works well for you. You also want to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So if you start to feel cold, have a blanket nearby. If you perhaps need a pillow for your head or your arms or your knees, please prop yourself up so that you're comfortable and warm and feeling safe. If you should have any sort of heavy emotions come up or emotional turmoil, or start to feel any sort of stress that is too much for you, you are more than welcome to open your eyes. Perhaps try shifting position, perhaps trying a sip of water, and maybe going back to the meditation if that feels right for you. If it doesn't feel right yet, you're more than welcome to disregard the meditation because, as Jon Kabat-Zinn says, as long as you are breathing, you are doing it right. So you simply want to listen to my guidance. You want to make sure to be alert and to fall awake, not fall asleep. And if the wandering mind should happen, which it tends to do, simply smile at yourself and return your attention back to the breath, to the body part that we're on, or to the guidance. Simply want to have an observational awareness of whatever it is that is happening within the body. So let's get started. As you're lying on the floor or sitting in your chair, feeling the body being supported by the surface that you're on. Allowing the weight of the body to rest, lying on the floor, sitting in the chair. Perhaps having the sensation of gravity gently pulling the body down onto the floor. Observing the body as a whole and paying attention to any parts that feel they could use a bit of softening, releasing, shifting or adjusting, honoring your body's needs and making the changes that you need as you breathe and allow the body to be supported fully by the floor or the chair. Now, if it feels right for you, placing the hands on the abdomen, feeling the sensations of the breath movement within the abdomen. Perhaps sensing one hand touching the other, touching the material of your clothing, feeling the gentle pressure on the abdomen. Taking a few breaths here, simply observing whatever it is that is coming to the mind. And now, if it feels right for you, gently placing the hands on the chest, observing whatever physical sensations are happening with the chest as you breathe. Perhaps noticing the temperature of the hands. Perhaps tuning in closer, feeling the heartbeat if it should stand out for you. Or perhaps even feeling nothing, and that is perfectly natural. But feeling nothing is in itself a sensation. simply observing whatever sensations are coming up for you. As you feel the breath, sensing the breath within the chest. Now releasing the hands and placing them in a position that is comfortable for you. Pinpointing the focus to the air flowing in and out of the nostrils. Feeling the air movement as it flows in through the nostrils or the mouth, the back of the throat, inflating the lungs, deflating the lungs, rushing back up the back of the throat and out the nostrils or the mouth. Observing the sensation of airflow in its natural rhythm. Taking the next few breaths to feel and sense whatever physical sensations are here for you. Now directing your attention towards the left foot, particularly the left toes, observing whatever sensations are here, perhaps noticing coolness or coldness, warmth or even heat. Perhaps feeling the material of your socks or shoes or blanket. Perhaps observing how each toe is touching the next one. Now directing the attention to the bottom of the foot. What sensations are present for you here? Perhaps observing the pressure of the foot as it rests on the surface that it's on. Directing the attention to the top of the foot, observing whatever sensations are present here. And if there aren't any sensations, that's okay. Simply observe whatever is being called to the attention. Now observing the foot as a whole, noticing anything that is being brought to the attention. What physical sensations are you observing? Directing the attention to the left ankle. What sensations are presenting themselves here? Feeling whatever there is to feel. Shifting the awareness to the left calf, the shin, observing whatever sensations are present for you with the left calf or shin. Perhaps noticing material, the pressure of the leg against the floor, coolness or warmth. Taking a few breaths, observing the left calf, the left shin. Directing the attention to the left knee, observing any sensations of the knee, the front of the knee, the back of the knee. Bringing the awareness to the left thigh, the quads in the front, hamstrings in the back, the IT bands on the outside. Observing whatever sensations are here with the left thigh. Perhaps looking at the left thigh with kindness, compassion, curiosity. And now expanding the awareness to the entire left leg and observing whatever physical sensations are being brought to your attention in the entire left leg, the foot, the calf, the shin, the knee, the thigh. Observing the left leg as a whole, simply breathing and allowing these sensations. Letting go of that attention and directing the attention to the right foot, particularly the right toes. Taking a few breaths, observing whatever sensations are presenting themselves in the right toes. Perhaps noticing temperature, material, the sensation of each toe touching each other. Now directing the attention to the bottom of the right foot. What physical sensations are here for you? Shifting the awareness to the top of the right foot, noticing whatever is present. Perhaps observing that there is no sensation, and that is perfectly natural. Observing the right foot as a whole. Top of the foot, bottom of the foot, the toes. Taking a few moments, a few breaths, observing the foot as it is. Directing the awareness to the right ankle. Observing whatever is presenting itself in the right ankle. Now shifting the awareness to the right calf, the right shin, whatever physical sensations are here, observing them in the lower part of the leg. Perhaps noticing temperature, the pressure of the right leg, the right calf. Observing any physical sensations. Approaching them with curiosity. Directing the attention to the right knee. Having an awareness for the right knee. Noticing whatever it is that is presenting itself for you. Bringing the focus to the right thigh, the quads in the front, hamstrings in the back, IT band on the outside. Observing whatever physical sensations are here in the right thigh. Bringing curiosity and kindness to your observations. If at any time you should struggle with the wandering mind, gently smile at yourself and direct the attention back to the physical sensations of the breath or to a body part. Simply observing the right thigh and whatever is presenting itself for you. And now expanding the awareness to the entire right leg. And observing whatever it is that is being brought to the attention. What physical sensations are presenting themselves in the whole right leg? Shifting your awareness to your glutes, your bottom, as you're lying on the ground or sitting in the chair, and observing whatever physical sensations are presenting themselves here. Bringing the awareness to the front of the pelvic girdle, the hips, the lower tummy. Observing whatever sensations are here. Perhaps noticing material, warmth, coolness. Simply breathing and observing. Now directing your awareness to the abdomen. Noticing these physical sensations. Perhaps if it feels right for you, gently placing a hand on the abdomen. Now directing the attention to the low back, lying on the floor or leaning against the chair. Perhaps taking a few deep breaths and observing the movement of the low back against the floor. Or perhaps noticing no sensations. That's perfectly natural as well. Expanding the focus to the entire abdomen, low back, pelvic girdle and glutes. Breathing, feeling, sensing, whatever sensations are here. Observing with compassion and kindness. And if at any time you should feel overwhelming feelings, try directing the attention towards the breath, towards the guidance, or if it feels right for you, perhaps gently opening the eyes. Really honoring what is needed in this moment as you're exploring and observing these various body parts. Directing the attention to the chest, observing whatever sensations are here. Perhaps noticing the movement of the rib cage with each breath. Perhaps sensing the material move against the skin. perhaps if it feels right for you, gently placing a hand on the chest, finding a connection between the sensations of touch and movement. Moving the awareness to the back side of the chest, in between the shoulders, shoulder blades, focusing on these sensations. Perhaps taking a few deep breaths and feeling the sensation of the back of the chest, the back of the shoulders, in between the shoulders, moving against the floor or the surface that you're on. Expanding the attention to the chest as a whole, the front of the chest, the back, the ribs, the lungs, the heart. Observing any sensations that are presenting themselves for you. Simply breathing, simply feeling, simply observing. Now releasing that observation and directing the attention to the left hand, having an awareness for what is the left hand touching in this moment. Perhaps noticing what position the left hand is in. Perhaps feeling the fingers touch each other. Perhaps tuning in closer and feeling the texture of whatever it is the fingers are touching in this moment, or the movement of air within the room. Bringing the awareness to the left forearm, Observing whatever sensations are present in the left forearm. Directing the awareness to the left elbow. Having an observation for whatever sensations are here within this joint. Shifting the awareness to the left upper arm, the bicep, tricep, and deltoid. Observing whatever is here. Now taking the next few breaths to observe the left arm as a whole. Perhaps having an awareness for temperature or position or feelings, simply observing whatever is present. Now bringing the attention to the right hand, observing what is present for you in the right hand in this moment. Perhaps noticing temperature, warmth, coolness. Perhaps feeling what the fingers are touching in this moment, whether it's texture, material, or each other. Noticing whatever sensations are coming to the forefront of the mind with the right hand. Bringing the observation to the right wrist. Observing whatever sensations are present in the right wrist. bringing the awareness to the right forearm, observing whatever sensations are present in the right forearm. Simply breathing and feeling. Now directing the focus to the right elbow. Feeling whatever sensations are here in the right elbow. And now directing the awareness to the upper right arm, bicep, tricep, deltoids. Observing these physical sensations. Expanding the awareness to the entire right arm. Perhaps noticing temperature or material, the position of the arm. Simply observing and having an awareness for the entire right arm as a whole. Directing the attention to the shoulders, tops of the shoulders. Perhaps taking a few breaths and observing whatever sensations are present as you're focusing on the shoulders. Simply breathing and feeling. Shifting the awareness to the neck, observing whatever sensations are presenting themselves in the neck. Perhaps noticing the movement of breath. Perhaps feeling the sensations of hair, if that is presenting itself for you. Simply breathing and feeling whatever is happening in the neck right now in this moment, observing with kindness and curiosity, compassion. Now directing the attention to the head, perhaps observing the pressure of the head, weight of the head. Simply having an awareness for whatever sensations are present with the head. Bringing the attention to the forehead. Taking a few breaths, observing whatever sensations are here in your forehead. Directing the focus to the eyes, eyeballs, the eyelids, perhaps sensing behind the eyes, observing whatever is here, perhaps noticing fine twitches, slight movement. Bringing the focus to the jaw, the lips, observing whatever physical sensations are here. Bringing in the focus to the tongue and observing what physical sensations are here. What is your tongue touching in this moment? The teeth, the roof of the mouth? Simply observing with curiosity. bringing in the focus even closer to the breath, our old friend, as it flows in and out of the nostrils or the mouth. Feeling these sensations of breath. And now expanding the awareness to the movement of breath within the body. Taking a few moments, lingering on these physical sensations of the breath moving throughout the body, observing wherever it is that is being brought to the attention. Perhaps the nostrils, the throat, the chest, the abdomen, the back. And expanding the awareness even further to the body as a whole. Once again, observing the body as a whole, lying on the ground or sitting in the chair. Noticing anything that's being called to the attention. Taking these last few moments, releasing all observations. If it feels right for you, gently starting to wiggle the fingers and toes. Gently shifting or adjusting the body in any way that is needed. And when you're ready, with the breath, gently opening the eyes.